This is Book Talk with Corbin. I'm your host. I want to talk to you today about a very important book, Solutions for Black America by Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu. First of all, if you're not familiar with Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu, you should be. He's unquestionably one of the most profound intellectual scholars and authors of the 20th and 21st century. He and Haki Matabutu, they both out of Chicago, Illinois. Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu, he runs the publishing company African American Images. Check that out. Any book you buy out of that company, it's worth the read. I want to talk to you today about the book Solutions for Black America by Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu, and more particularly about Chapter 6, Economics. And he cites some pretty interesting stats here. He starts off by saying, pretend you're president of Black America. The following are your assets. $688 billion collective income, 900,000 businesses, $80 billion in business receipts, 4 million college graduates, 2 million college students, 102 plus black colleges, 38 banks, 200 plus radio stations, 200 plus newspapers, 85,000 churches who receive $3 billion annually and possess $50 billion in assets. You start reading stats like that, it's pretty difficult to start arguing about foundational racism and systemic racism and things like that. But anyway, Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu, this is a great book, and this is a chapter you should definitely read. I don't agree with a lot. No, I don't agree with some of I don't agree with everything he says. Maybe I have like 20-25% disagreement with him, but I have 100% respect for him. I have several of his books, and I've never been disappointed. Each one of them really gets me to thinking. And when I got this book, and this book was put out really in 2004, it is still relevant, people. If you are serious about seeing to the uplift of the black community in the United States of America, or you want to play a meaningful substantive role in uplifting the black community in the United States of America, you got to read this book. You got to read this book, Solutions for Black America, Chapter 6. And there's one thing, this is one thing I like about Dr. Kunjufu. That brother's always about solutions. He said, okay, he'll state the problem, give his analysis. When he gives his analysis, he didn't really take the attitude, well, I'm right, you're wrong. If you disagree with me, you're stupid. No, he's a true intellectual. He says, look, this is my position. Here are my stats. Here's my evidence. Here's my reasoning. And if you agree with me, okay, fine. Here are my solutions. If you disagree with me, let me know how and where you disagree with me on. Let's talk. Let's go back and forth. The guy, he's just a real intellectual scholar and author. And again, he owns the publishing company, African American Images. You can find him on any search engine, Google, Yahoo, whatever. Go check out that publishing company. Any book you buy from him, it's worth the price. It's worth it. But I say about halfway through the chapter, he talks about some things that black folk can do. And one of them he mentions is supporting an organization called MATAH, M-A-T-A-H. Now, their website is, you can find them at MATAH, the number 2, the number 1.net. Let me repeat that, MATAH, the number 2, number 1.net. Go check them out. And here's how he sort of describes them rather quickly. He obviously recommends them. He says, MATAH was founded in 1997, this is a direct quote, and is a national organization with great potential. It has done reasonably well with its limited financial resources. The leadership of MATAH has assembled more than 300 products ranging from toiletries and appliances to clothing, books, etc. The objective is for African American business to expand and sell the MATAH product line. A second objective is for African American consumers to seek out Matah products. Thus far, the movement has been grassroots. It is difficult for Matah to pay $40,000 for a full-page ad in Ebony or Essence. I encourage all readers to go to the Matah website, become more familiar with their products, and identify vendors in your local area that sell Matah items. And you see, this is the way Juwanza goes. He doesn't just put a solution out there. He first has articulated, hey, this is the problem, okay, and this is how we can solve it. And he talks about, and this is one of his solutions, Matah. So I'm not going to explain to you what he sees as the problem and why the solution is something like Matah21.net. I want you to go to the book, get the book, go to chapter 6, and see for yourself what the problem is and why he puts up Matah as a possible solution. It's something that you can do if you're serious about seeing to the uplift of the black community in the United States of America. Now, here's a second thing that Dr. Juwanza Kunjufu, in his book, Solutions for Black America, Chapter 6, something else he recommends. He says the second model is ujamaa. That's Kiswahili word for togetherness or unity. I have learned from, this is a direct quote, I have learned from Arabs, Asians, and other immigrants that they do not start their businesses with loans from banks because they value their history and culture and realize the importance of unity. They pool their resources to start their businesses. The ujamaa model requires the following. 1. Everyone comes to the meeting with a business plan. 2. Everyone brings $100 to the meeting. 3. Participants agree that whomever has the best plan will receive all the money. 4. Whoever has the best plan agrees that they will support the other businesses present. 5. Members return the following week or month and repeat the process until everyone who desires startup capital will have the necessary funds. Okay. Sounds pretty good. And I would really be interested in knowing, how many black entrepreneurs in the United States actually, use that to get started. Because if you sort of think about it, and it's a pretty good way to get started. And it doesn't have to be $100. It could be more, or it could be less. And you could it doesn't have to be whoever. You could just say, hey, 5 of us will get together, 3 of us, 10 of us, whatever. And they just circle through. And at the end, everybody will get their starting 100 back. I really like this. I really like this idea a lot. But what I like most is, again, Dr. Juwanza Kunjufu comes up with solutions. And if you check those 2 things out, that Matah thing and ujamaa, I'm sorry. It makes some sense. It makes some sense. And that's why I am going to see about doing this ujamaa thing. And I'll report back to you. Let you know how it turned out. This is Book Talk with Corbin. I am your host. Go to my website, booktalkwithcorbin.com. I'm also on YouTube, and please subscribe to my channel, Book Talk with Corbin. I need as many subscribers as possible. I need for you to check out my videos and share my videos.